Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel Learn to Speak Malay Like a Local. My name is Lisa and today I would like to teach you how to say I and you in Malay. Now, I have covered this subject in my earlier video, but it was something like a part of a bigger subject. If you're wondering what this is actually my microphone, which I usually wear over here, but because my voice is not very strong right now, I have to attach it to a ruler and a box of my hair serum. Anyway, let's get to it. There are several ways for you to say I and you in Malay, and the first one is saya and awak. Saya means I, and awak means you. And I would recommend saya and awak above everything else because saya and awak is the most polite form above everything else. Like saya can be used with family, close friends, acquaintances, colleagues, boss. So just remember, I is saya if you don't remember anything else. And the corresponding you is awak, also very polite. The second one is aku and engkau. So aku and engkau, or the shortened form is kau, aku kau, is also I and you, but I don't recommend this because it sounds quite rough and can be impolite used with the wrong people. So aku and kau is usually used with very close friends. Typically men use aku kau more often than women do, but both men and women use aku kau. So just remember, very close friends. If you use aku kau with people who are not close, it definitely sounds offensive. So the only other situation where I hear people using aku kau outside of a close group of friends is when they're getting ready to fight each other. So like, oh, you stole my money, kau curi duit aku. Kau curi duit aku, you stole my money. So and then they start fighting. So first, saya awak, second, aku kau. And just think of these two as like a married couple, married for life. So you don't see them sort of switching partners. So you never hear saya with kau or aku with awak. They don't switch partners. It's always saya awak, aku kau. Now, kamu means you, and it is usually paired with saya for I. And kamu can be used for both referring to one person, you, or many people, like all of you. So kamu is just you, or kamu semua, all of you, because semua means all. So kamu semua, all of you. And saying kamu semua is quite acceptable, I think. I don't think it's rude or anything, but using kamu for a single person, like singular, can be considered quite rude if it's said to the wrong person, because kamu comes from like a more authoritative position, sort of like a teacher talking to a student, or a judge talking to everybody else, or an older person talking to a younger person. So if you are young and you're talking to someone who's maybe 30 years older than you and you say kamu, it can sound quite impolite. This is just for your knowledge, because if you hear people saying kamu, then you know what they mean. So saya kamu. Kamu can be for both one person or many people. And then there is anda. And I'm sure for people who have bought Malay phrase books, you're familiar with the word anda. And I cannot for the life of me figure out why they love using anda so much, because I don't think there is any place for the word anda in conversational Malay. Anda means you, by the way. It's extremely formal, and let's just say conversational Malay, we don't use anda unless we're just using it in jest, just trying to be funny. And then after that, and anda is also paired with saya, just so you know. And the next one is Saudara or Saudari. This is another polite, very formal way to say you. So Saudara is for male and Saudari is for female. And usually when you have the R-E thing like this, it's usually influenced by Arabic. So I don't know, maybe. So Saudara and Saudari, very polite way to say you. Like, let's say you're in the customer service, right? And a customer comes and you want to say, hi, how can I help you? You can say, boleh saya bantu saudari? Or boleh saya bantu saudara? Can I help you? So it's just you, but very polite, very formal. You can use it in work setting. Okay, so recap. For I and you, there is saya awak, there is aku engkau, saya awak polite, aku engkau only for very close friends and only if that's the culture among that group. Personally, in my group of friends, we don't use aku kau, but among the men they do. And then there is saya anda. Anda is practically non-existent in conversational Malay. Saya kamu. Saya kamu. Kamu is quite impolite if said to someone older, but if you are a person talking to someone younger, it can be appropriate. But why use kamu when you have awak? And kamu can be used for one person or for many people, like kamu semua, all of you. And then there is saudara, saudari. They see you, but saudari is for female and saudara is for male. It's just a very polite, formal way of referring to someone as you. Oh yeah, when it comes to referring to strangers, you can refer to my lesson number 8. It's called Addressing Strangers. And because I was telling you how it would be impolite to refer to someone as kamu or engkau or sometimes even awak, even though awak is very polite, but if you're talking to someone older, I usually refer to them as like pakcik or makcik. It means uncle, auntie, and maybe in English it sounds rude, but in Malay it is actually quite polite to refer to them as like, you know, sort of like their status. Rather than saying just you. So refer to lesson number 8 because there's like a quite a comprehensive list of terms you can use for the appropriate people in the appropriate age group. There's auntie, uncle, there's grandpa, grandma. You know, personally for me, with my family members, I don't even use saya awak because even though it's very polite, but if you use with very close friends, it can sound quite distant, like you're trying to put a distance between yourself and them. So with my mom, for instance, my name is Lisa, and my mom, I call her mommy. So I never say, saya nak keluar, nak saya belikan awak apa-apa tak? Saya nak keluar, I want to go out. Nak saya belikan awak apa-apa tak? Do you want me to buy you anything? If I were to say that to my mom, she probably wouldn't speak to me ever again. Let alone use aku kau. That's just asking for trouble. So in place of that, I use my name. Lisa nak keluar. Nak Lisa belikan untuk mami apa-apa tak? So Lisa is going out. Do you want Lisa to buy mommy anything? And I know in English that sounds really, really like, ugh, like why would you refer to yourself like that? But in Malay, this is very normal, especially if you're very, very close to someone, like my family and I. Yeah, so with my family, it's all on a name basis. Only when we speak English do we use I and you. Like, hey, I'm gonna go out. Do you want me to buy you anything? That's very normal. But in Malay, Lisa nak keluar. Nak Lisa belikan apa-apa untuk mami tak? Okay, so that's how Malay people interact. Among friends, this would be quite common among girls, but I think among men, they just sort of aku kau all the time. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I hope my voice was okay today. And I keep forgetting to say this. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share, and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And I'll see you again next week. Hopefully, my voice would have recovered by then. Till then, keep practicing, and I'll see you soon with more useful lessons. Bye.